Did you know that some animals can build structures so complex that human engineers study them to improve our own designs? Today we're diving into the most incredible architects in the animal kingdom, and I guarantee number 3 will absolutely blow your mind. Welcome back to Beast Index, where we dive deep into the most incredible creatures sharing our planet. I'm your host, and today we're counting down 15 animal architects whose building skills make human engineers look like amateurs. These remarkable creatures don't need decades of education, complex machinery, or detailed blueprints. They rely purely on instinct, evolutionary wisdom, and problem-solving abilities that would put our smartest minds to shame. Before we begin this mind-blowing journey, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because we consistently deliver amazing wildlife content that will completely transform your perspective on the natural world. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the very end, because our number 1 architect creates something so extraordinary that scientists are still scratching their heads trying to understand the mechanics behind it. Let's kick off our countdown at number 15 with the ingenious caddisfly larvae. These aquatic insects are underwater fashion designers, creating portable protective cases from whatever materials their environment provides. Some species use tiny pebbles, others prefer plant fragments, and the most artistic ones incorporate colorful shells and even small gemstones. What's absolutely fascinating is how each larva selects materials based on water current strength, predator types, and camouflage needs. They're essentially custom-building wearable armor that's both functional and surprisingly beautiful. At number 14, we encounter the architectural rebels known as naked mole rats. These wrinkled underground dwellers create sprawling subterranean cities that can house up to 300 individuals. Their tunnel networks include specialized chambers for food storage, nurseries for young, communal sleeping areas, and even designated toilet facilities. What sets them apart is their eusocial structure, similar to ants and bees, where different individuals have specific construction roles. Some are diggers, others are haulers, and a few serve as living bulldozers to clear pathways. Number 13 brings us to the master recyclers of the ocean, hermit crabs. While they don't build their homes from scratch, these ingenious crustaceans are expert real estate evaluators and home renovators. They carefully inspect potential shell homes for size, weight, durability, and entrance diameter. Some species have been observed forming housing chains, where multiple crabs line up to exchange shells in a perfectly choreographed moving day. They even modify their chosen shells by adding sea anemones or sponges for extra protection and camouflage. Coming in at number 12 are the tiny but mighty leafcutter ants. These agricultural architects don't just build structures, they create entire farming operations. Their underground cities can extend 20 feet deep and house millions of individuals across hundreds of chambers. But here's the incredible part. They don't eat the leaves they cut. Instead, they use them to cultivate fungus gardens that serve as their primary food source. They're essentially running sophisticated agricultural operations with climate control, waste management, and crop rotation systems. At number 11, we have the marine construction crews known as coral polyps. These tiny organisms are responsible for building the largest living structures on Earth. Each polyp secretes calcium carbonate to create its own protective skeleton. And when millions work together over centuries, they construct massive reef systems visible from space. Different coral species use various architectural strategies, from branching structures that maximize water flow to massive boulder formations that withstand powerful storms. They're literally building underwater cities that support 25% of all marine life. Number 10 showcases the industrious beaver, nature's hydraulic engineers. These furry construction workers don't just build dams, they completely redesign entire watersheds. Using their incredibly sharp teeth and powerful work ethic, beavers can topple trees over 4 feet in diameter. Their dam construction varies based on water flow, terrain, and seasonal needs, demonstrating genuine problem-solving abilities. Some beaver dams stretch over half a mile long and create wetland ecosystems that support hundreds of species, while preventing flooding and erosion downstream. At number 9, we meet the master weavers called weaver birds. These small African architects create hanging nurseries that look like something from an enchanted forest. Male weaver birds can tie over 1,000 individual knots using only their beaks and feet, creating completely waterproof and predator-resistant nests. The construction process is so demanding that males often build multiple nests to impress potential mates. If a female rejects his architectural masterpiece, he'll tear it down and start completely over talk about demanding clients in the housing market. Number 8 takes us underwater with the incredible parrotfish, living sand factories of the ocean. These colorful reef inhabitants spend their days consuming coral and algae, then excrete fine sand that eventually forms tropical beaches and small islands. A single large parrotfish can produce over 800 pounds of sand annually. The pristine white sand beaches of the Maldives, Caribbean, and Pacific Islands exist largely thanks to these industrious fish. They're essentially terraforming the planet one bite at a time. Coming in at number 7 are the artistic architects known as bowerbirds. These Australian natives create elaborate courting pavilions called bowers, decorating them with meticulously collected colorful objects including flowers, berries, shells, feathers, and even human artifacts like bottle caps and coins. Each species follows distinct architectural styles, from simple avenues lined with decorations to complex towers adorned with thousands of precisely arranged items. They demonstrate an understanding of color theory, spatial arrangement, and aesthetic appeal that rivals professional interior designers. At number 6, we encounter the social housing specialists, termites. These tiny insects construct massive mound metropolises that house millions of individuals. Their architectural achievements include nurseries, fungus cultivation chambers, sophisticated ventilation systems, and even climate control that maintains constant internal temperatures year-round. Some termite mounds tower over 30 feet high and remain structurally sound for decades. Human architects now study termite ventilation designs to create more sustainable building systems for our own cities. Number 5 showcases the mathematical geniuses known as honeybees. Their hexagonal honeycomb represents geometric perfection in nature. Each cell is constructed at precisely the optimal angle to maximize storage capacity while minimizing wax usage. This hexagonal design is so mathematically efficient that it's known as the honeycomb conjecture in advanced mathematics. A single productive hive contains over 100,000 individual cells, all built to identical specifications without any central planning committee or supervisory oversight. At number 4, we dive deep with the intelligent octopus, master of portable architecture. These brilliant cephalopods collect rocks, shells, coconut husks, and various debris to construct protective dwellings they can quickly modify, relocate, or abandon as circumstances change. Some octopuses create multi-room homes with designated areas for sleeping, waste disposal, and food storage. They've been observed decorating their residences with shiny objects and maintaining carefully arranged shell gardens, demonstrating both aesthetic appreciation and spatial planning abilities. Now for number 3, the architect that will absolutely astound you, the prairie dog. These small mammals engineer underground cities spanning hundreds of acres and housing thousands of residents. Their tunnel networks include multiple entrances and emergency exits, nursery chambers, sleeping quarters, strategic listening posts near surface openings, and designated bathroom facilities. Some prairie dog communities have been mapped extending over 25,000 square miles. They're essentially constructing underground metropolitan areas with complex neighborhood districts, sophisticated urban planning, and efficient transportation networks. Number 2 brings us the silk engineering specialists, orb weaver spiders. These arachnids create structural marvels using silk that's proportionally stronger than steel. Their webs aren't merely traps, but sophisticated systems designed to absorb impact energy, detect minute vibrations, and communicate detailed information about prey size and location. Many orb weavers construct completely new webs daily, recycling old silk by consuming it. The mathematical precision of their geometric patterns has inspired innovations in architectural design, materials science, and structural engineering research. And finally, our number 1 animal architect, the pufferfish. These small marine artists spend weeks creating intricate circular masterpieces on ocean floors that resemble underwater crop circles. Using only their fins, male pufferfish sculpt these geometric wonders in sand, complete with radiating valleys, concentric ridges, and carefully arranged shell decorations. These structures can exceed 6 feet in diameter and serve purely to attract mates through artistic beauty and mathematical precision. Scientists only recently discovered this behavior, and researchers continue studying the incredible artistry and engineering involved. These remarkable architects demonstrate that intelligence, creativity, and engineering brilliance aren't exclusively human characteristics. From microscopic coral polyps, building structures visible from space, to tiny pufferfish creating underwater art galleries, nature continues surprising us with architectural innovations that challenge our understanding of animal capabilities. Which of these incredible builders impressed you most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more extraordinary wildlife content that will forever change how you perceive the amazing natural world surrounding us every single day.